Hi, welcome to Active Bryant Systems. I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems. I'd just like to talk to you today about the news. A couple of days ago, I think at the beginning of the week, they was talking about how they're going to take fat out of all food because they think taking fat out of all food is going to make us slim. Now, that's the biggest load of crap ever, okay? And if you don't believe me, this is a book that you should read. It's called Nutritional and Physical Degeneration, okay? When they put Native American people or people from Africa or people from the indigenous populations and took them away from their native diet and give them sugar and give them processed food, white flour, white bread, all this type of food with low fat intake, look at what they did to their teeth. Have a look at that. Look, can you see the teeth? How the teeth are misaligned? Okay, and then look at somebody that's eating according to their habitat, their natured habitat of where they were born. Can you see the difference? How the teeth alignment is perfect, the jaw alignment is perfect. So what we've got to remember, and which the government is not remembering, is that yes, when you go in Sainsbury's and Tesco's, there is lots of crap food in there. But we do need fat in our diet. Fat is really, really important. But you need the good fats like coconut oil, ghee, lard. Lard's got lots of vitamins and minerals in it. Well, I was brought up on lard. You know, I'm 40 years old, so in the early 80s, that's what I had in my diet because that's how my mum used to do the roast potatoes. And she used to put it all over the turkey or all over the chicken or the beef that she was cooking, and then there was loads of fat coming out of the beef. And if you speak to any good chef like Gordon Ramsay or Heston Bloom, they know that if they take the fat out of food, they're taking the flavour out of the food. The food will taste crap. So it should not be happening. The government should not be advocating taking fat out of food. Fat is there for a reason. You need fats, carbohydrates, and proteins in any food for it to be a whole food, for the body to take it on board, for the body to use it, and for the body to use it in a way that it doesn't kill you. And you've got to remember that a proportion of the liver needs fat in which to detoxify itself. So if you're getting all the fat out of your diet and you think that you're going to be lean, mean, and not die of a heart attack, forget all that. That's what's going to happen. You're going to have a heart attack. Okay, so it's really, really important for people to understand out there in YouTube world that if you have an organic diet, the organic diet is going to be 40% better for your body. Remembering that what you eat makes up your body, like your arms, uh, your chest, you know, your eyeball, your teeth. You know, the body rejuvenates itself like every 7 years. Some people are saying it's less time than that. But you're a new person every 7 years, say. So if you're not eating enough fat, you're going to lose muscle mass. You're going to affect the liver, which the liver will affect the brain. The liver will affect the way your moods are. So it's really, really important. And if you don't believe me, purchase this book, Physical Degeneration by Weston A. Price. It's a brilliant book. It's quite thick. And in this book, it explains to you how he was a dentist and he was going around all of the indigenous populations, looking at their diet and looking at the dentitions in their teeth and looking at how the teeth were changing with the diet. And if you look at, you know, in England, there's lots of dentists everywhere making a fortune off of people because we've got too much sugar in our diet, which is breaking our teeth down and breaking the enamel down. Our diets are too alkaline, so that could cause a lot of problems as well. Uh, so that's my rant on cholesterol. The other thing is that with statin drugs, they can be really, really dangerous. They can push up blood pressure. They can make blood pressure too low. And you've got to think, if you go back to the 1930s and the 1920s, there was less cases of heart attack, but the diet was really organic. The diet was high in fat because we had to eat lots of fat. Uh, so it's really, really important that people understand that cholesterol is not bad. And a lot of the medical people are saying that, you know, your cholesterol is too high because they've changed the goalposts. They keep changing it to keep you on the statin drugs. And then if you research statins, you'll see that they do more damage than anything else. And there's a DVD that you can buy, which is called Cholesterol, the Myths. It's really, really interesting. There's lots of doctors, lots of researchers talking on there saying that cholesterol has had a bad rap. The other thing, if you're training like me, I'm 42 years old, is that if you have low levels of cholesterol, then your testosterone will drop. So if your testosterone drops, your muscle mass will drop. If your muscle mass drops, your bone mass may drop. If your bone mass and muscle mass drops, then you will gain more body fat. Does that make sense? So all I would say to you is, if you want to be healthy, only eat stuff that's fresh, only eat stuff that comes off the trees and off of an animal, not stuff. If you look in Sainsbury's now, they're getting the fish and the meat and they're vacuum packing it. And when they're vacuum packing it, it means that that meat might be a year old because they've vacuumed the air in it to keep it looking good. So make sure that you go to the regular butcher. Make sure that you go to your local greengrocers or the local Whole Foods or Planet Organic, where you can get really fresh produce. And if you're in pain, try going on an organic diet and cut out all grains. So no rice, no bread, no pasta, no Kellogg's cornflakes, nothing like that. Go on a meat diet with some carbs, which is vegetables, and minimal amount of fruit. And you will see your body change. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Okay, I'm Scott Bryant of Active Bryant Systems. It's quite a long thing for me today. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to say something at the bottom, subscribe at the top. Thanks very much. Bye bye.